Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Minzy, and I would love for you to join our little community here because here we talk about all things fragrances. Alright guys, you can tell by the title of this video today. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys. Can you guys tell? Can you guys tell that I'm so excited? Because we're gonna talk about my #1 favorite note in perfumery, which is vanilla. Yes guys, we're gonna talk about vanilla fragrances today. Yes, I pull out all of my vanilla fragrances in my collections to talk about today in this video. And I believe, let me do a quick math. Guys, we have 18 vanilla fragrances to talk about today. Yes, it's a lot. I know guys. I am amazed of how many vanilla fragrances I have in my collections, and it is insane. It is so embarrassing for me after I do the math of how many vanilla fragrances I have in my collections. But hey, guess what? That just means that this really my favorite note. And that's why I collect all kinds of vanilla fragrances to my collections, because you know, just like us girl, we love collecting new lipstick. You know, they look the same, they are same but different. So it's the same thing with vanilla. They are same but different. So I don't care. I want every single variety of vanilla fragrance in my collections. There's no shame in this game. But before we jump in this video today, I have something I would like to discuss about vanilla fragrances. So over the years, what I have learned from my own research, my own experience, and from other people who have more knowledge, experience, and expertise in perfumery industry, is that by nature, vanilla as a material and as a perfumery note doesn't have a monstrous projection. Vanilla fragrances do have a very nice longevity. It will linger on your clothes for days. But when it comes to projections, vanilla fragrances are just not beast mode fragrances because of its nature. Of course, there are some exceptions here and there, but it is not common for this scent family. So please just be aware of that before you buy any vanilla fragrances. I know over the years I have heard a lot of people complain that vanilla fragrances don't have a very nice, very good projections. It's just because that's how it is, you know. By nature, they're already not a type of material, perfume notes that have a big projection. So, and in my collections, there are, I would say, about 2 fragrances that really have a pretty big projections. The rest, I would say, they do have a nice projections, but again, there's nowhere beast mode projections. They could have almost there like a big projections, but not a beast mode at all. So yeah, that's all I want to discuss about vanilla fragrances. Oh, one more thing before I forget. In this video today, I'm not gonna go into detail of each fragrance because as you can tell, we have so many fragrances that we need to go through, 18 fragrances. So I'm just gonna give them a brief description for each of the fragrance, but feel free to let me know if you would like a full in-depth review for any of the fragrance I talk about today. And some of them I already do a full in-depth review. So if you would like to check it out, please go ahead and click on my channel and scroll down for more videos. But yeah guys, let's jump right in this video. Alright guys, let's start talking about vanilla fragrances with 3 of the very straightforward vanilla fragrances in my collection. We have Tihota from Indult Perris. here is the bottle, very simple. And this is a 50 ml bottle, and I already did a full in-depth review on this one, so you can check it out. But like I said, this is a very straightforward vanilla. There's nothing complex, there's nothing complicated about this fragrance. It is just simply beautiful vanilla fragrance. So if you are a lover of vanilla fragrance, you don't want anything, you know, too complex, you just want to smell nice, I would definitely recommend you check this out. This is, again, a straightforward vanilla with musk and a little bit of floral. But again, the focus is still on the vanilla. And I know a lot of people complain that this fragrance is too expensive for what it is. Personally, I think for me it's worth the price because I really love the way it smells. Like literally every time I put it out, I just cannot stop smelling it. It's just so beautiful. Simple but beautiful. Very nice, airy kind of vanilla. It's not like a thick vanilla. No, it's not a thick, rich vanilla. It's a more airy vanilla, but I would say the projections would be very nice on this fragrance, and the longevity is top notch. To me, longevity is really, really good for the price it is, you know. I try other dupe for Indult Tihota. I would say, yeah, they are quite similar, but I still think this is the best. I still want to have Indult Tihota in my collection because how beautiful it is. I have nothing much to talk about this fragrance, but this is a straightforward vanilla, and I don't mind to wear this by itself. I love wearing this by itself and have it linger on my clothes for a very long time. And I feel like because it's a straightforward vanilla, if I feel like I want to spray something else, it just add, you know, that gourmand, that vanilla touch to any of my fragrance without changing the DNA of the other fragrance that I spray on top of this. And of course, like I said, this is also very nice to layer because it's a straightforward vanilla. So anything I feel like a little bit too sharp for my nose and I want to round it up a little bit, I want to add a little bit of sweetness, I always go with Indult Tihota. But don't get me wrong, it is nice to layer, but I always wear it by itself because I just love the way it smells. It is just so good, guys. Yes, so we have Indult Tihota. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Insulo from Jeroboam. And this is how it looks. Very simple. This is just a 30 ml bottle. Very, very small, but you don't need a lot because this is very concentrated vanilla. I want to warn you that be careful when you spray this one on your clothes because it has a very dark color. I don't know if you can tell, but you can look through the glass at the bottom of this bottle and the juice is just dark. So don't spray this on any light clothes. But to me, this is also a very concentrated vanilla. The focus is on vanilla, but I also picked up a lot of tobacco and woody vibe in here. So it's like Indult Tihota, but add tobacco and woody notes in here. So it smelled more dark, more rich and thick, more full body than Indult Tihota. And I love it. The price is not crazy. The projection though, I would say it stayed pretty close to your skin, but it lasts a very long time. You can definitely layer this with Indult Tihota to add a little bit more projections. Like I said, Indult Tihota have a pretty nice projection. Still not a big projection, but I will say it's still nice. You know, people around you still smell you. It's just not, they just cannot smell if you stand too far away, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is Insulo from Jeroboam. Alright guys, the next one, let's move on to the next one. Sorry if I moved too fast, but I really want to get through everything in this video as fast as possible so you guys don't have to sit here forever with me. But we have Fire at Will by Jovoy. Very, very nice bottle. I don't have a full in-depth review for this one, but if you would like, I would definitely do a full in-depth review about this one. And this one, to me, at first when I spray it, it's kind of remind me of Indult Tihota. But if you put them side by side, they are completely two different fragrances. They are both vanilla fragrances, but they go in different directions. So Indult Tihota, to me, it's more straightforward vanilla and more sweet, like just, no, you know, that sweet, straightforward, airy vanilla. Where this one, when I spray on my skin, it is still a very airy vanilla. When I spray on my skin, I can smell something a little bit more aromatic compared to Indult Tihota. Yes, the difference is not like crazy, but you can definitely smell the difference between Indult Tihota and Fire at Will. If you smell them separately, for sure one will remind you of the other, but side by side, they're completely different. So I would say if you feel like Indult Tihota is too expensive for a 50 ml bottle, go with Fire at Will from Jovoy. You basically get the same vibe. They are both beautiful, airy vanilla. One thing though, I would say this has less projection than Indult Tihota. And I don't know why, even though Indult Tihota is a very straightforward vanilla, I still feel like it has the best projections compared to, you know, other straightforward vanilla fragrances. So yeah, we have Fire at Will from Jovoy. All right guys, the next one I want to talk about is Caramelo Vanilla from New Note. And this is actually a pretty new brand that was, I believe, was launched last year. And I saw this fragrance on Facebook group that some people post about it, and I went ahead, order a bottle of this one right away because I can never have enough of vanilla fragrance, as you can tell. And this smell exactly like the name, Caramelo Vanilla. Yes, it is caramel and vanilla. It is quite expensive for what it is. I wouldn't buy this one again if I run out of it because I feel like I already have other vanilla fragrances in my collection that could replace this one. But still, I think it's still very beautiful, and I feel like it's pretty much the same genre, vanilla fragrance genre, with Indult Tihota, adding the caramel notes. So yeah, it just smells sweet, gourmand, comforting, quite, to me it's more thick than Indult Tihota. Projection is pretty nice. Longevity, good. To me, longevity is good on this one. And I love wearing this. I love wearing straightforward vanilla when I feel a little bit under weather, but I still want to have some fragrance on my body to lift my mood up. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but yes, on those days, I go to my straightforward vanilla and I pull Indult Tihota, I pull Insulo from Jeroboam, I pull Fire at Will from Jovoy, and I pull Caramelo Vanilla from New Note. So yeah, we have Caramelo Vanilla. You know what? I forgot to pull out another vanilla fragrance, so now the total we have 19 bottles. 19 vanilla fragrances in my collection. So let me show that bottle that I forgot to talk about, that I forgot to pull out. But it is Accident à la Vanille from Jousset. And I also have the full in-depth review for this fragrance, and I would want to put it in the same category as Indult Tihota, as a more straightforward, more simple vanilla fragrance. But to me, this smelled more gourmand because it smelled, if you watch my full in-depth review on this one, I said it smelled like a corn milk. Yes, it smelled like vanilla corn milk to my nose. It just absolutely mouth-watering, delicious, delectable. Oh my god, I just freaking love it. And I know it's expensive for what it is. Again, I don't mind to have it in my collections, and I would definitely buy it again because I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with that vanilla corn milk. It just smells so good. Every time I smell it, my mouth is just, my mouth is just watering, guys. And it's been a long time I don't have my corn milk because here no one make that. It's a very common type of milk that we have in Vietnam. I have corn milk all the time, and it smells so freaking good. It tastes so good, and this really satisfies that craving for me. So yeah, we have Jousset Accident à la Vanille. Okay guys, let's move to a more complex vanilla fragrances. Let's talk about Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm Parfumerie. And guys, look at the bottle. Isn't it gorgeous? I love every single detail in here. I just love how they really pay attention to detail, you know, especially for the price that you pay. Niche brands, I love when they really focus on these little details. It makes such a big difference. We pay premium price. Of course, we want premium service. We want premium bottle and quality of the juice, and I would say it's all in here. And if you don't know, this is a green fresh vanilla, and it's special to me because it has a bamboo notes in here, which make it so different. To me, when I first smell it, the green from the bamboo with the vanilla together makes me think of like a sweet hard candy. And as it's dried down, it's get a little bit more smoky and powdery, and the vanilla get more deep and rich, and I just love that, guys. I love that. And this is my very first green vanilla in my collections, and I really cherish this bottle because of how different, how unique it smells. If you haven't smelled this one, if you haven't checked this one out, go ahead and do that, because I promise you it's a very, very beautiful green vanilla, and it is a staple in anyone's collections if you are a vanilla lover like me, like myself. But yeah, guys, that is Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm Parfumerie. All right, guys, let's move on with, you know, this theme, green vanilla. We have Lune Feline from Atelier and I don't have to talk about this too much because this fragrance is a cult favorite of so many people. I keep hearing people talking about Lune Feline, Lune Feline, Lune Feline. Every time anyone talk about vanilla fragrance, they talk about Lune Feline. And I'm so mad that I'm so late to the train, but guess what? I have it in my collection now. So better late than never, guys. And just look at this bottle. Isn't it a gorgeous bottle? Look at the gold flake. It is so nice. Like I said, this is expensive, but we have top notch. We have the premium quality juice and premium packaging, premium bottle. Everything is just perfect. And yes, this is a green, a little bit citrus at the opening, green vanilla with a lot of smoke. And I know people compare this to By the Fireplace, but to me this is a much more superior to compare to By the Fireplace. Nothing can replace this one in my collections, and I'm obsessed with it. I am so obsessed with this one. I smell the decant of this one from my friend Ashley, and right after that I just order a bottle for myself right away. That's how much I love it. So guys, if you haven't been able to get your nose on this one, do it right now, guys. What are you doing? You're missing out. You're missing out if you don't know Lune Feline, okay? Another green vanilla, and I feel like you guys know what I'm going to talk about because I literally talk about this fragrance in one of my haul, and I show my frustration for not having this fragrance sooner. But it is Ani from Nishane. Guys, if you know, I already told the story about this one. I did not like this one at all until the third time. Until the third time I try it and actually give it some time to understand the beauty of this fragrance. And again, I don't have to talk too much about Ani because it is already a staple in so many people collections. It is the green vanilla with the ginger note, okay? And I know that a lot of people, just like myself, is pulled back by the ginger note, but please guys, please give us some time because I don't know, I think it is just gorgeous. It smells like the ginger, it smells like the shoe. It smells like a sugar-coated ginger candy to me. And again, because that is what reminds me of, every time I wear this, I think of the holiday. I think of Lunar New Year, and ultimately, it just makes me fall in love. I don't fall in love with it right away until the third time I wear it, and I finally get it. And once I get it, guys, this is a forever love, okay? This will be forever in my collection. As you can tell, I get the biggest bottle because I never want to live without this baby. I cannot. Yes, so Ani from Nishane. Okay guys, another one, another complex, but this one is not a green vanilla. This is Silky Wood from Goldfield and Bay, Australia. And I hope that I don't blind you guys, but this bottle is just gorgeous. And I also mentioned this one in one of my videos about caramel fragrance. So this is caramel, vanilla, and leather, and wood. And it's just so sensual. And I just love that leather note added in here. Just make this, I don't know, but recently I really love vanilla with leather. It just makes the leather a lot smoother, and the leather added with the vanilla, it just brings out the mystery, the sexiness in the fragrance. I cannot get enough of this one. And I know I said it smelled pretty similar to Casablanca from Swiss Arabian. Yes, it does have some quality that's similar to that fragrance, but this is again a much more superior fragrance than Casablanca. Casablanca is basically fruity vanilla with apple, and this one is caramel vanilla, has a little bit of fruit, and leather is added in here. Just bring this fragrance to the next level. So if you haven't tried this out, go ahead and check this out. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of breath, but let's move on with the next one. We have Mancera Roses Vanille, and again, I don't have to talk too much about this one. I have this bottle for a long time, but I have never talked about this fragrance on my channel because I feel like everybody already know about this fragrance, so I don't want to be redundant and talk about this fragrance again. And if you don't know, this one have the same DNA with Monte, Intense Cafe, or Deluxe from Tiziana Terenzi, and Gentle Fluidity Gold from Maison Francisco John. Yeah, it's just rose and vanilla, like the name, and you cannot go wrong with this DNA. I don't care anyone say that they start to get tired of this DNA. To me, I just love this DNA so much, and I kind of make a dent on this one, so you can tell that I'm digging Roses Vanille, okay? And yeah, that's all I can say about Roses Vanille, because I feel like a lot of people already talk about this, and you guys probably already know or have it in your collections. I don't need to talk too much. So we have Roses Vanille from Mancera. All right guys, I have a couple of special vanilla here. Another fragrance that I have never talked about on my channel, it is Vanille de Tahiti from Perris Monte Carlo. And this is the bottle. Very, very beautiful. To be honest, I got this fragrance kind of because of the bottle. I want a bottle from this brand so bad, because how can I not? You know, how can I not? The bottle is just gorgeous. But if you don't know about this fragrance, this is a yellow floral with vanilla. So it's have the champaca notes in here with vanilla, and to me the yellow floral adding this, to me the floral notes, it's adding this tropical touch to this vanilla fragrance. And I read a comment on Fragrantica and I just cannot unhear, unsmell it. Somebody on Fragrantica say that this smell like vanilla with cow poop. And I have to say, I do agree with them. I do pick up that smell from the champaca. I don't know, I think the champaca mixed together in here, it just creates that very interesting smell, but it doesn't stay for a long time. And then later it's just, what you get is just this beautiful floral vanilla with that tropical touch. So I would say, please don't blind buy this, okay? Please go ahead and sample it before you buy it, because you might not liking that cow poop vibe in here. For me, I don't mind that. Sometimes I kind of stay away from this fragrance because of that smell, but when I don't mind about it, I wear it. I just don't feature it a lot in here because I don't wear it as much as other of my vanilla fragrances in my collection. But yeah, we have Vanille de Tahiti from Perris Monte Carlo. This fragrance, I think I talked about it a couple of times already, but we have Bouquet Ideale from Xerjoff. Guys, if you haven't get your hands on this one, what are you waiting for? I don't care how many people talk about other fragrances in this line, to me, Bouquet Ideale smell the best in this line, okay? It's not the best of Xerjoff, but it is the best of the Caramelo collection, in my opinion. And if you don't know, this is a vanilla with a lot of spice, a lot of cinnamon, and a lot of wood, and a touch of floral. And to me, this is the most elegant, the most classy woman in a bottle, in my opinion. You need to try this out, guy. You need to try Bouquet Ideale because it has a special place in my heart, as you can tell. I just really love the way it smells. It smells feminine, but at the same time, people cannot take their eyes off you if you wear this one. That's how beautiful it is. But yeah, guys, Bouquet Ideale from Xerjoff. Alright guys, I have another Mancera fragrance, and this is Oud Vanilli. And I already talked about this fragrance, I believe, in my more affordable fragrances for fall. Yes, like the name suggests, this is a Oud vanilla fragrance. It has that very Middle Eastern vibe in this fragrance. And to me, I smell something spicy and smoky in here too. Like there's incense in here. I don't remember if there's incense in here, but that is what I picked up. It is very, very potent. Very potent, and you can get this one for a very good price, like $80 on Joma Shop. So guys, if you love oud and vanilla, check this one out, guys. This is so good. If you don't mind more synthetic fragrance, Oud Vanilli. Projections, longevity on this one, chef kiss. If you want that beast mode vanilla, try this. Because of the oud in here, because of that Middle Eastern vibe in here, it just makes this vanilla fragrance so strong, so beast mode. Monstrous projections, extremely good longevity. So yeah, we have Mancera Oud Vanilli. And talk about oud and vanilla, I want to talk about Bvlgari, and this is Orom. And I featured this fragrance in one of my recent haul. This is also a oud and vanilla, but to me this one a little bit less Middle Eastern vibe than Oud Vanilli. This one to me smell a little bit more Western, because the oud in here is a more westernized oud, but still it still has that dark, deep, mysterious, sexy combination of oud and vanilla. If you love that, check this one out. And I know it's a very pricey one, but hey, wait until one of those departments like Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale, Bird of Goodman, when they have a sales, grab a bottle of this. And one of the reasons I grab a bottle of this, because I want the bottle. I think it's just so beautiful to put it on my fragrance shelf together with other fragrances in my collection. So I want to have it, even though this DNA is not something that new. This doesn't break any new ground, but hey, it's still a beautiful fragrance. So yeah, Orom from Bvlgari. All right guys, let's talk about one of a very sexy vanilla. We have Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. Guys, if you are a vanilla lover and you want something deep, dark, mysterious, sexy, a little bit dangerous, check this one out. And it smells just like the name suggests. It is an absolute aphrodisiac, guys. It is a very deep, rich vanilla with a touch of leather and a touch of animalic. It have a civet notes in here, and to be honest, guys, the first time I smelled this one about like a year ago, I don't smell any leather, I don't smell any animalic notes, but now when I smell it, I think my nose mature more than last year. I can definitely smell those notes in here, and don't be afraid of that animalic touch because it's very, very subtle in my opinion. It's just at that depth, at that mysterious, sexy vibe to this fragrance. Without that animalic note, I don't think it's that special, and because of that vibe in here, it makes this fragrance stand out in all of my vanilla fragrances. I have to have this one in my collection. In fact, let me spray a little bit in the air because I want to smell it. Oh, it's a little bit syrupy too. It's so good, guys. It's so freaking good. I feel like a lot of people already talk about this one too. So recently, I feel like more people talk about this one. Before, not much. But if you haven't tried this one, check it out. And I know the price on this one, it's also very crazy, but I think it's worth it. I think it's a very beautiful, complex. Vanilla is in the air. It's in the air, so good. Projections, great. Still not beast mode, but I think it has pretty big projections, and longevity is, like I said, I don't have any problem with longevity when it comes to vanilla fragrance. The only thing I need to tell you is just the projections. The projections for vanilla fragrances are not that great. There are exceptions, but not all the time. There you go. All right, guys, I feel like the next two fragrances I already talk about, and I think you guys already hear me talk about them enough, or like other people enough, so I'm just gonna go through them very, very briefly. And the two vanilla I want to talk about next is, of course, Baby Cat from YSL and Vanille from Laboratorio Olfativo. And I already have a video talk about them, talking about the rumors that Baby Cat is being discontinued and compare these two fragrances. If you haven't checked it out, go check that video out if you are curious to see if they are similar. Again, like I said in that video, they are 95% similar. They are not 100% the same fragrance, but they are indeed very similar, and in the air you cannot tell the difference, and if you smell them separately you probably cannot tell the difference. Only when you put it side by side and really dig your nose to your skin, like where you spray it, then you can tell the difference. But in the air they are basically the same, and I gotta say they have a very, very good, extremely good longevity and projection. They have big projections and very good longevity, chef kiss longevity. I think Vanille lasts a little bit longer than Baby Cat, but still they both have very good longevity. I sprayed them last week to compare, and I left the tester, I left the blotter on the shelf in my room, and until this week I still can smell it. Even when I throw away the blotter, I think the fragrance stuck on the shelf, you know? I think the smell gets stuck on the shelf, and I still can smell it until today. Like, I don't need to dig my nose near the shelf to smell them. I can smell them when I walk to my room. When I lay on my bed, I keep getting a waft of either Vanille or Baby Cat. Like, They are that good. They have that good longevity and projection. So if you cannot get your hands on Baby Cat, check out Vanagloria. Like I said, they are very similar, guys. They are very similar, and I want to take you guys out of this misery of not having Baby Cat. And I know you guys, if you guys haven't had Baby Cat, if you guys haven't tried Baby Cat, you guys still curious, but hear me out. Try out Vanagloria, okay? It is very, very good. I'm sorry for talking too much, but I'm just very passionate about them. I'm passionate about Baby Cat. To me, that is the most superior vanilla fragrance in my collections. I forever cannot live without that DNA. I love that combinations of vanilla, leather, smokiness, and incense. They're just so good, guys. And I have never smelled anything like that before. That's why I am obsessed with that DNA. But yeah, let's move on. We have here Celine Black Tie. And I only talk about this fragrance one time in my haul. This is a very nice airy vanilla with iris. It smells aromatic, iris, powdery, a little bit makeup-y and airy vanilla. It is so amazing. It smells very high class. I would say this doesn't have that big projections. In fact, it's very subtle. It stays really close to your skin, but it's still a very nice vanilla, and I love this compositions. I fell in love with the house of Celine because of Black Tie. I love this combination of iris and vanilla. I have never thought iris and vanilla could go together that well, but in fact they go so well together, and it smells so classy, guys. So good, so good. I cannot get enough. Yes, I smelled it in Vegas because Vegas have a boutique of Celine. I went inside the boutique, I smell it. I did not buy a bottle right on the spot, but I keep thinking about it to the point that once I get back home, I order it online. Yes, I know it's ridiculous. I can't just buy it here. I mean, I can't just buy it there, but I give it some time. I give myself some time to think about it, to make sure that I really, really want it. And my decision is still, I need to have a bottle. So I went ahead and ordered it online. And now I have my baby black tie from Celine in my collection. I'm out of breath, but I'm really appreciate that you guys stay this long with me for this video. We move on to the last fragrance, the last vanilla fragrance in my collections. We have Queer Beluga from Guerlain. Love, love, love this one, guys. And like I said, if you watch my other video, you know that I just recently hauled this bottle, and I've been wanting Queer Beluga for the longest time, for at least a year. So you know what, I just bite the bullet and get this bottle because it's a special, unique vanilla in my opinion. And I know the names could put you off a little bit, like queer. Queer means leather and vanilla. Honestly, when I spray it on myself, I don't pick up that leather note. Instead, I get something very savory, vegetal green notes together with vanilla. And I know that to some nose, you could pick up that savory vibe, but it smells fishy to you. Let me know if you smell that, because my friend, when she smelled this one, she said she smelled something fishy, and
I think I understand why she thinks it's fishy, because when I smell it, I smell that savory quality in here. And I'm talking why, and the reason why I say it smells savory vegetable to me, because in Vietnam we have a kind of vegetable, a kind of herb that smell very savory and kind of fishy. And that, in this bottle, in this fragrance, I smell that in here. And I don't mind that. It's actually one of my very favorite vegetable to eat. So when I smell that in here with the vanilla, it just smells amazing to me. And honestly, guys, when I wear it the other day to work, my coworker actually complimented me on this. And what he said is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. He said it smells very nice, very soft, but at the same time present. Like he can smell it from me, but it's not offensive. So according to that, I can say that it has a pretty good projection too. Longevity is also good. It lasts me all day. I smell it all day at work until I get home and shower. It also has like a little bit that vintagey vibe in here, so it might put you off, but I usually don't gravitate toward anything vintage either. But in here, I love it. I love all of the combinations together, you know what I mean? But yeah, we have Queer Beluga from Golan. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for staying until the end of my video to hang out and to listen to me talking about my vanilla fragrances in my collections. I really appreciate that. And guys, let me know in the comments below which one of these that I talk about today that you already try or you already own in your collection. Tell me what is your favorite vanilla fragrance. I want to know. Recommend me, because I want to have every single vanilla fragrance in my collections. And also let me know which one of these fragrance today that I talk about you guys want me to do a full in-depth review. I would definitely do a full in-depth review if you guys would like to watch, if you guys interested. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching my video. But until next time, I love you guys and I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.